Good evening, pinball fans. Nick's Pinball Chronicles channel. So last Saturday, I went to this new place, Bumpers Pinball in Vero. Great place. I met Dan, the owner. He wanted me to come last weekend and look at his ADDAMS Family. He was having a problem with his switch, 2 switches, and a solenoid wasn't firing. So last Saturday, after work, I went up there and I was looking over the switches. One of them was easy. It was just a pop bumper. It was a pop bumper switch adjustment. That was easy. And the thing kick out switch was sticking. So in a WPC game, if the game doesn't see a switch that's in normal gameplay triggered for like 30 or 40 games, it'll give you an error. So I fixed those 2 switches, but he was still having the problem with the solenoid. Wasn't firing. So I told him to pull his driver board because it needed to be rehabbed anyways. And I told him he could borrow my board, my spare board, because I'm not using it, and he can use mine while he's getting his fixed. And I figured I'd bring it anyways to rule out, because I thought it was on the board. But apparently I was wrong. Let me see if I can find that drawing. I think it's sheet 2. Power driver board. Sheet 2. So I go there tonight. I put my power driver board in the game, and it was still not firing. Now, Saturday, I checked everything when it came to that circuit. I checked the wiring going to the solenoid. It was good. I checked the actual transistors, the pre-driver and the driver. Those both checked out good. I'm looking for, I believe it was Q68 was the driver for the thing kickout. Doesn't matter what game it is, these WPC drawings are pretty much the same when it comes to that era. Let me see. Here it is. Okay, so it wasn't firing with my power driver board in there. So I was like, okay. I know that here is the, it was Q68. Tip 36C. I verified that was good. I verified the tip 102 pre-transistor was good, the pre-driver, and Q62, that was good. So then I traced it back to to pin 8. I verified the wiring there. And I verified the wiring on the other end, the ground and the power going to the coil. And I also rang the coil out. It was like 3 or 4 ohms. And I checked power. Power was getting to the coil, 70 volts. So again, I thought it was the power driver board, and it wasn't. So tonight I brought my logic probe, and I put, it's a 5-volt logic probe. So with the game in test, I was probing Q68 goes to U5. I think it's kind of blurry. That's better. U5 and pin 9. Now I probed that with my logic probe, and it was pulsing like it should have. So I know that that line was good. And I also probed around. I probed 8, 6, 7, all the, see, this is the driver, this is the Q side. So the input is here, and then the output of the chip fires the transistors to fire the solenoid. So this is a LS374. So I put my logic probe on 9, and it was pulsing like it should. I also compared U5, which is, you can also do for troubleshooting, is you compare it to the chip that's right next to it, which is U4, and they were identical. Each pin was identical in high, triggering high, and pulsing like it should be. So I know that the chip was good. I know that comparing the U5 with U4 was good. The wiring was good. So I was thinking to myself, what else could it be? So it just happened to be that in an ADDAMS family, the knocker coil is called the thing knocker for some reason, because it's ADDAMS family. It's in, instead of being in the head, in ADDAMS family, the knocker coil is in the middle of the cabinet on the right-hand side, and it knocks on the right-hand wall, about midway between the coin door and about midway of the cabinet. So I was like, all right, let me try doing this, because the solenoid that was not firing was literally 12 inches away from it. So I open up the playfield, I take a set of jumpers, and I jump, I disconnect the plug, the 2-pin plug going to the knocker coil, and I bypass the knocker coil with the thin kickout coil. Go into solenoid test and trigger the thing kicker. And with the thing kicker transistors being triggered, the knocker coil would fire. So I was like, son of a bitch. It was the solenoid all along. So this is the first time I've had a solenoid ohm out and ring within specifications, but still fail under load. So that's a good tip for any of those techs out there. If you have a coil that's ringing good and you've checked all the other items in that circuit, I would definitely recommend getting a dummy test coil or a test mech and hooking it up to the bad coil with jumpers and see if it fires and test. So I'll see if I can find a used coil mech that you can just use for testing. It's a really good tool to have. That was it. ADDAMS family is going to be up and running as soon as he orders a solenoid. So another happy customer again, and I'll be definitely frequenting this place bumpers. The guy Dan's a really great guy. He's got awesome games. And as soon as he gets that solenoid, ADDAMS family is going to be up and running 100%. That's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great night.